wonder who goes in the six-way tie. Point spread, just like Dave Aranda said. That's funny. Never mind. Sorry. That's an unnecessary shot. I hope you're ready for unnecessary shots because we're on to Oklahoma at Baylor. Um, Ryan has in here disappointing, but the season is not over as the Bears win 27-14. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I want you to go first.
I don't think so. I think I want you to go first. My pod, my rules.
So it's very definitely disappointing. The offense didn't have it together. Caleb just didn't seem, I guess, but really all there. I guess that's a true freshman part of him. So the offense didn't really kick in, and just couldn't take it to Baylor. Kind of sucks, but if Oklahoma does win out, they do have a shot at the playoff and the Big 12, all that good stuff. They just have to, keep winning out, and there's opportunity to get where they need to go. So, not the end of the world. It stinks, but they can still make it.
Oh man, I've been waiting for this. I've been rubbing my chops, waiting for this moment. Ryan's been dreading hearing what I have to say about this team. In yesterday's game, Oklahoma versus Baylor, we got rid of the pretender and we made room for the contender. The Oklahoma State Cowboys are a real power in Oklahoma. They're the ones who blow everybody out, other than Iowa State. They're the ones who show everybody what they're made of. They're the ones who beat Baylor. They're the ones who've actually gone through the gauntlet and did what they needed to do. Here's what I think about Oklahoma. Oklahoma yesterday showed us everything that Oklahoma has been all year long, but they just got
It's not true.
exposed by playing a better team. Oklahoma had played nobody. Who did they play all year? One good team. Name one. I'm sitting
Kansas
here
State.
waiting. Kansas State, get out of town.
Why not?
Baylor, Iowa State, and Oklahoma State are your three biggins in the Big 12. That's just the way it is.
Kansas State. Kansas State's a pretty good team.
Kansas State, oh my God, their quarterback was half hurt. I'm not going to get an argument with you. Here's the facts. They didn't look good all year long. They didn't look that great. They've struggled against Kansas. They struggled against Texas, which I don't know if that looks any good. They struggled against West Virginia. They struggled against Nebraska. And then yesterday, when you actually play a good defense, and I'm not even like picking on you here, when they played a good defense and a tough environment that wasn't comfortable, you saw everything that they have been, the offensive struggles. Defense did play pretty well, though, I will say. Not too well, but somewhat well. And, it just kind of all came out yesterday. And I guess there was a reason Oklahoma was ranked 8th in the country. I'm not coming for you, man. I'm not trying to bash Oklahoma too heavily, but that's just kind of the way it is. They produced a quality of content all year that hasn't been that great. And then you get the result of what you got on Saturday, which isn't that good. And, like I said, everybody loses. I had 3 losses this year. I'd come on here and do it. Everybody has to go through it. And it's just what Oklahoma has done. Now, like you said, Oklahoma's a chance to make, do what they got to do. I don't think they do. I think they at least lose 2. I one of the next 2. I think they lose Oklahoma State, especially the game's in Stillwater, and it's probably going to be at night. I don't know. But Oklahoma State, boy, they're rolling. The offense is rolling. The defense is rolling. Now, Iowa State's tricky, too, because you'll sit there and be like, well, they lost. But then you go in and them go and kick your ass at home, too. We live in a world where a scenario might be that Oklahoma might not even make the Big 12 championship game. Isn't that crazy?
I don't think that's going to happen. But
Could
I
it
think
happen
honestly,
because Baylor beat y'all? How many losses do they have? 2? They lost to Oklahoma State and Iowa State. So if y'all lose to Oklahoma State, Baylor makes it in over y'all, right?
Oklahoma doesn't lose to Oklahoma State. It just doesn't happen.
Okay, you said that about Baylor. See what happened there.
I said I was confident. We lose to Baylor sometimes.
Oh Oklahoma my God, that'd be crazy if Oklahoma loses to Oklahoma State and they don't even make the Big 12 championship game. Ooh, Baylor versus Oklahoma State in the Big 12 championship game. That'd be fun to watch. Different.
That'd be crazy. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the offense is going to figure it out again.
Also, here's another thing I didn't like yesterday. I don't like that Lincoln Riley pulled Caleb Williams. Was he hurt?
Yeah.
Because he was kind of hurt, but he wasn't hurt, was he? He could have played.
He got his hand stepped on.
I don't know. I just don't like that he threw Spencer Rattler in that game. He
It probably
sucks.
wasn't. It probably wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that bad.
I don't know. I think he sucks, dude. And the fact that that decision was made and now, looking back, well, not looking on it, but if I'm sitting here saying what I'm going to say, and he's like got a hurt hand, couldn't play. He came back into the game and like, what? You got to have some confidence in your players, man. You got to put them in tough spots. If you don't have no confidence in them, that just doesn't help nobody. You know what I mean? Stop being a weakling. Have some confidence in your guy to do what is right. You want to play Spencer Rattler, play Spencer Rattler. You want to play Caleb Williams, play Caleb Williams. Yeah, I just feel like he has no confidence. I remember, I'll never forget this. Lane Kiffin, last year, Arkansas played Ole Miss. Matt Corral threw 6 interceptions against Arkansas. 6 in one game. And they asked Lane Kiffin, why didn't you pull it? He's like, the guy's already low on confidence. Why I want to destroy his confidence even more? And I just don't know that pulling them quarterbacks, man, it's just you're not doing no favors for nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it probably wasn't the
I don't
best
think
decision,
that's a good decision.
but
Also thought the play calling was weird yesterday.
I think the problem with Caleb Williams is that he tries to always go for the big play. I think that's just the true freshman side of him. He'll figure it out. But he's always trying to hit the big plays, and that's why he threw 2 interceptions. That's why he made so many incompletions. There were open players that would have gotten first downs, but he wasn't looking for first downs. He was looking for touchdowns, and that was the problem. And it was kind of the same thing that happened against Kansas. When we played Kansas, he was just looking for big plays. He wasn't looking for first downs. He wasn't looking to move the ball. And then Lincoln Riley was like, hey, stop doing that. Just get first downs. And then the second half, that's what happened, and they won the game. Obviously, Baylor is a tougher opponent than Kansas, and they couldn't figure it out. However, hopefully they'll figure it out and right the ship and be like, hey, sometimes you just gotta get.
Yeah, I mean, Oklahoma's not a bad football team. I don't think they're that good. And I think if they made the college football playoff, they'd be a 4 seed and have to go against old Georgia. And then they crush them. But
I think you're right, but I think there's definitely a lot to play for. You're still
make a nice
probably
bowl.
to win the Big 12. You're still got a very good chance to get to the playoff. I mean, like it's incredibly. I mean, you gotta think Georgia's gonna go undefeated. They're gonna make it, right? You gotta think most likely Cincinnati's gonna make it if they keep winning. One of the Big 10 teams will make it. Michigan State, Ohio State, one of them. I say Ohio State personally. That just seems like who it is. That's 3 teams. The other team that would possibly get in there are Bama and Oregon. Most likely Georgia's going to crush Bama. That's just what Georgia does. And then look at Oregon. They got to play Utah most likely twice, and you got to play Oregon State. Everything's there.
Yeah, I mean, you look at, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm interested. I think the Big 12 is going to change. It's going to be a little different this year. Well, we'll see if Oklahoma State can actually beat Oklahoma. Yeah. But if they do, that'd be crazy. Poor Ryan would be so sad. I would bash him. Bash Oklahoma.
We'll be bashing Arkansas next week. So.
No, my God. I don't bash Arkansas against Alabama. We play tough competition, unlike somebody in here.
We play tough competition too.
Like who? Baylor? Kansas State? You go play Auburn. You go play Texas A&M. You go play Ole Miss. Go play Alabama, Georgia. You don't play them people, boy. Ain't got no competition. Y'all be 8-4 in the SEC.
Play them in big bowl games and beat them.
Oh my God, that's because they don't care. They want to go to national championship.
I don't know. When we beat Auburn, I think they are shit out of them.
There you go. There's my Oklahoma destroying hour. It's not too bad. We'll see what happens to Oklahoma. SEC, right? SEC. What do you think about that, Ryan? Those SEC chants.
I'm not a huge fan of them personally.
Yeah, y'all about to get that boy. Y'all watch.